Have you ever woke up and got a burning sensation telling you to commit a war crime called being a ranged player? I sure hope you didn't, because on your mother you will pay for your god-awful sins. Well, this video should do the trick to answer the question you have been dying to know. Can you beat Terraria Master Mode by social distancing the whole time? Hello and welcome to the almighty J May or May Not Be Fancy series, where I play the best known game that makes me want to commit vehicular manslaughter on purpose. And as you might have guessed from the big bold ass letters at the top, it's Terraria. I know, crazy right? It's probably crazier than that first gender reveal that you experienced like probably 20 years ago. I don't know, I've never experienced one myself and I probably don't want to. But either way, that's not our topic. We're on Terraria. We're gonna beat Terraria, and we're gonna commit multiple felonies while doing it. And yes, mother, I am indeed coming out of the closet as a ranged player. Born and raised in the fields of Idaho, I grew up to never touch the grass I walked on when I was a feeble little incel. Hopping on the battle bus, taking my seat and pondering life for a few seconds finally gave me the indescribable feeling of eternal lust, knowing that the hate comments are near and lurking. Furthermore, you can't count the times where I have tried this out off camera and punched a hole through my new smart fridge with a built-in sex slave. Alright, I know that sounds like a PG-13 Minecraft creator when I say this, but I actually did legit work off of camera. And I know that isn't much work, but it was boring anyway, and realistically I built a house and I have a new roommate named Levi. He's pretty based, but he's my only savior because I have no arrows to fuel the rampage my bow has to offer. A few seconds later in video time and a century later in game time, I finally gathered arrows. And as you can see on the screen, this was no easy task, but in the end I was able to muster up a few molecules I can fling at the enemies I despise. I also crafted an ebon wood bow, but I might only use it for a few times because I want to get whatever the corrupted version of The Undertaker is. Oh wait, it's a must. Meanwhile, on this expedition to find the Ark of the Covenant, I found a chest with water walking boots, so we finally have an upgrade. Now look, don't ask me how it took me that long to find some sort of upgrade, but trust me, it'll get much more smooth sailing from here. What I mean by smooth sailing is that I finally found the blue worm's left nut, which I decided to use bombs to get to. I thought about if bombs were allowed in this challenge, but after a pretty quick glimpse at the Bible wiki, I figured it was fine and busted the first nut in a long time. After that horrible chill randomly travels throughout my spine, I didn't really think much of it, but with the new gun in my inventory, I decided to let the hate comments best me and devour my soul for an easy escape to this literal depression. Anyway, after obtaining my newfound power, I now have to decide which boss to fight first, King Slime or the Eater of Worlds. I decided to try to get King Slime, so I searched for Ruby around the areas until I could craft a crown for the summon. Now before this, I might want to get a little bit of armor, so I'm gonna do that off camera because it's extremely boring anyway, and I did not find anything. But after that I will fight King Slime so we can get a kill under my belt. One more thing, I plan on getting more NPCs soon, I just don't think I need them right. Okay, scratch that. We're getting NPCs right now. Alright, so I forgot to mention that I did get some more materials for my gear, but most importantly we have Willy coming in hot in Among Us Drip. And don't worry, I won't write a fanfic about him yet, but no promises. I mean, literally, just look at him, he's just so cute. I mean, come on. Also, sorry to interrupt, I know this is very uncalled for, but the meme of the day goes to Saul Goodman.
That's what I've been waiting for, that's what it's all about.
After traveling for probably a year, I think my foot has just reduced to a pulp, but that doesn't really matter because this anklet will sure help me with my journey. On second thought, I think I got off on the wrong foot there, no pun intended, but honestly I'm sick right now, so the next few audio clips I might sound a little dehydrated or a little off tune. I was going to insert my whole clip and narrate it, but for the sake of your entertainment and my inability to make you laugh on purpose, you get to travel to the future with me where I find an angler named Jay sleeping on the shoreline. I already like this guy. Whenever I see a poor unfortunate soul like Jay's, I always build them a house so they aren't as unfortunate. I am not paying the rent though. Adding on to the fact that I'm sick, I actually feel a little bit apologetic for all the zoom-ins, but here you go. I built the house. Wait, what the fuck? So here's my game plan. Upgrade my gun, armor, or health, most preferably health, and fight King Slime. And after that, try the Goblin Army for the Goblin Tinkerer or even another boss, but not after grinding a bit more because you have watched over 5 minutes of me being a professional noob, so at least it'd be entertaining to watch me struggle. After all, the series is more about how hard is it rather than can you beat it, so yeah.
That's odd. Let's try this. Fat lot of good that PhD does me now, This should help. Let's go. You smell something burning?
What is this thing?
No!
Warning. Biohazard detected.